Ciao everyone, today I'm gonna make Arista. It's a pork roast in the oven, and these are the ingredients: pork, some garlic, rosemary, extra virgin olive oil, pepper, salt, and I'm gonna cook some potatoes with it. Let's get started. First, I preheat the oven to 360 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for the preparation of the pork, I start by making 2 holes all the way through the pork, which I will later use for the seasoning mix. I'm using a metal skewer to make the holes, which should be big enough to stick your finger in. For the seasoning, which gives this recipe its flavor, I use garlic, fresh rosemary, and salt. I chop the 3 up together into a very fine consistency. The 3 ingredients should be about equal. More salt can be added if you prefer. Now it's time to drag the pork by stuffing the seasoning into the holes previously made. I usually stuff it in from both sides of the pork, so there is an even amount all the way through. I season a little more with salt by rolling it onto the outside of the pork. This will also help brown the fat as it cooks. Then I take some sprigs of rosemary and tie them around the pork with some cookie string. For the potatoes, I peel, wash, and dry them. It's important they're dry before you cook them. After that, I chop them into medium-sized cubes to cook with the pork. Now it's time to add the pork to the pan with the potatoes and season them by adding some fresh rosemary, salt, pepper, and extra virgin olive oil. Be generous with the seasoning at this stage because it will get mixed around later during the cooking. Now it's time to put it into the oven for approximately 20 minutes. After that, take it out and turn the pork and potatoes around. Then back into the oven for approximately another 30-40 minutes until the pork is done. The bigger the piece of pork, the longer it will take to cook. After it is done, I remove the pork and put the potatoes back in the oven to roast until they're slightly brown and crispy. Once the potatoes are done, I add them to the main plate and it's ready to serve. Buon appetito!